All right, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating the app called PaintPot. And so to go ahead and start with that, you're going to start on this page, which is the home page for MIT App Inventor. Click on this orange button where it says Create Apps. After you've done that, hopefully, this is the previous project I was working on, the Mole Mash. So I need to click on Projects and go to My Projects. And here's a list of all of my projects. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to delete this project because I'm going to be redoing it right now. And I'm going to click on Start New Project. The project is called PaintPot. Remember, no spaces. Now I have a blank screen, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 3 buttons. Yes, I said 3. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and I need to add a canvas as well. So I'm going to go to Drawing and Animation right here, and I'm going to pull out a canvas, put it underneath button 3. Now that I have these, I'm going to go ahead and click on button 1 right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rename this button. This button is going to be called Red. Then I'm going to go over here. I'm still clicked on Red, and I'm going to change the background color. I want this background color to be red. The next thing I want to do is I want to change the text. So I'm going to scroll down here where it says text, and I'm going to delete all of this and type red. I'm going to follow the same for the other 2 buttons. For button 2 is going to be blue. So I'm going to go here and rename it, delete this, and type in blue. I'm going to go over to the side. I'm still on my blue button. Click on background color and change it to blue. The next thing I need to do is I need to change the text. I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and I'm going to type in blue. Now I need to go ahead and change button 3. I'm going to rename it, and this is going to be green. Now I need to come over here, and I'm going to choose green as my background color. The last thing I have to do is change the text to green. All right. The next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is I need to pull out a horizontal arrangement. So I'm going to go to Layout, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this horizontal arrangement, and I'll put it at the top of the screen. A horizontal arrangement is going to allow for my buttons to line up. So I'm going to put the red inside there. I'm going to put the blue. Oops, I need those switched. There we go, in green. The next thing I need to do is I need to click on horizontal arrangement. And I'm going to rename this to 3 buttons, no spaces. The next thing that I need to go ahead and do is I need to change the width. Remember, I'm on 3 buttons. I click on width and I want it to fill parent. I press OK. This way it extends across the screen. Now what I want to do is I want to put these buttons in order. I want the red to go first, then blue, then green. The next thing that I want to go ahead and do is I'm going to work on this canvas right here. So go ahead and click on the canvas. And I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call it Drawing Canvas. Press OK, no spaces. Now that I've done this, I'm going to go over and I'm going to change the height and the width. I want the height to be pixels, so I'm going to say 300. And the width, I want to fill parent. Your screen should look like mine after you've done that. Now what I need to do is I need to put an image here on the drawing canvas. You can use the kitty picture from previous apps that we've made, or if you want to use a different image, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to choose a file. I'm going to use this photo that I have on my computer. You can use whatever it is that you like. Press OK, and then press OK. There's my picture. The next thing that we need to go ahead and do is we need to add another button. So click on User Interface, click on Button, and drop it underneath your picture. I'm going to go ahead and I need to rename this. And I'm going to click on Button 1, rename it. It should say Wipe. The next thing I need to do is I need to scroll down, still on the white button, and I need to change the text here. I don't want it to say text for button 1. I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to type wipe. Now this is what your screen should look like, but with a different picture. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the blocks portion of this app. So go ahead and scroll to the top and click on blocks. Go ahead and click on red. And you're going to pull out this block, when red click. The next thing you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to click on Drawing Canvas. I'm going to scroll down to where it says Set Drawing Canvas Paint Color. Here it is. It has to be empty on the end because we're going to plug something in. I'm going to click that in. Now I choose the colors and I need it to be red, so I pull out a red block. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to click on blue. I'm going to pull out when blue click. I'm going to go back up here to this block and I'm going to right click and duplicate it because I need a copy. I'm going to go ahead and throw this change this red to blue. If you click on it, it gives you the different color options. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this entire block. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and click on green down here. Pull out when green click. I'm going to duplicate this. Plug it in. But I'm going to go ahead and change this blue. Ooh. Change this blue to green. The next thing I need to do is click on the wipe button. So I pull this out when wipe click. Go ahead and go to procedures. I'm going to pull out this block right here. And I'm going to type in. Actually, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to click on Drawing Canvas, And I'm going to pull out this one. Call drawing canvas clear. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on drawing canvas once more. And I'm going to pull out this block. I'm going to go back to drawing canvas and pull out this block. Call drawing canvas dot draw circle. The next thing I need to do is I need to hover over this X right here. And I'm going to pull out this get X and plug it in. And then I'm going to do the same for Y. Hover over it and pull this out. The next thing I need to do is go to math, go to where it says 0. And I'm going to plug it in for radius. I'm going to delete the 0 and I'm going to type in 5. We are almost to the end. So what I need to go ahead and do is go back to drawing canvas. Pull out this button. Go back to drawing canvas. And pull out this one. Call drawing canvas dot draw line. I'm going to go ahead and for X1, I need to go over Prev X. Pull this out and plug it in. Then I need to hover over this, plug it in. 2 more to go. Hover over current X, pull it out, drop it in. And last, current Y, pull that out, drop it in. All right, we're at the end of part 1 for Paint Pot. So go ahead and grab a tablet or a phone and try your app out and make sure it works.